And I'm David. We're talking about Big Brother.
Yeah, we are.
Angela's HOH this week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I really thought it was a spoiler for a second. I was like, oh! No, they showed it on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
So we're recapping Sunday's episode.
This is Angela's HOH.
Yes.
Second time. Okay.
Right, yeah. So at the beginning of the episode, we see this HOH competition play out. There was some drama, right?
There was a roll from Brett that was,
so close to being a perfect roll.
And I think Haley had a really good one, too, at one point.
She had like 36 points,
Yeah.
but Angela eked out that win with 39 points.
Seeing as how it was Brett's turn, I
Yeah.
was like, come on, Brett.
I know. The other thing I thought was interesting was how Sam was just handing out tokens for safety.
At first
She's playing
I was
that
like,
game,
what
people.
is this strategy, Sam? And then I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Just flat out asking for safety. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well, that is a strategy.
Yeah. So Angela wins, and of course, Fessy feels great about it.
Great.
Because he's just made this Final Four deal.
Conveniently, they have a four thing going, so we're good to go, Fessy.
Yes.
Although Haley, for
She's-
some reason, isn't as confident.
No, she's not so naive, I think she would say. So Fessy's like, we're good. And Haley's like, Angela's absolutely putting me up. I put her on the block. This is just, tit for tat at this point. Like, I know I'm going up. And Fessy's like, no, she can't do that. Like, she would never. We're good.
Can we just talk about that cringy moment where Haley catches them celebrating? I mean, I heard her talk about it on the feeds, but what she didn't say was, I started to celebrate with them.
Yeah, she started to be like, what's going on?
Like,
And then
that
they
she
all
does this,
stopped.
like, hop.
Yeah.
And then she like walks off and they walk off and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed for all of them.
All of them, yeah. Tyler was the only one who wasn't like openly celebrating, but
Yeah.
he was there. Like, he was like
He
aware.
saw her coming.
Yeah, so he's like
And
playing
he's like,
it cool. But they're all just jumping all over the beds as soon as Haley walks in. So then Haley's like, oh, I think the four of them are probably working
Yep,
together.
I mean, seeing Brett celebrate with them is kind of a big thing.
Yeah, because he's sort of been the one piece of that alliance that people haven't figured out yet.
Right.
But it doesn't really matter this week because Angela's HOH. So all of level 6 is safe again.
Yeah. Haley is worried that she's gonna go up next to Sam.
Yeah.
Still hoping that Sam is the target, but
Sure.
knowing that she's not safe to go on the block.
Right.
But never once did they talk about the two of them, Fessy and Haley, going up on the block.
And one of them being the real target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that never crossed anybody's mind. But we see a really interesting edit of Fessy. He was not attractive.
No, he did a lot of mansplaining
Yeah.
this episode. So he has a talk with Angela where he's like, this is what you gotta do and this is why Sam needs to be the target. And Angela's just kind of like, uh-huh. Oh, you think? Okay, sure. Not giving him anything, and sort of like egging him on a little bit so that he just keeps talking and it's a great strategy to just get the other person to keep talking so you can get more information and she doesn't really give up anything. Then he does a lot of talking for Haley in conversations where he has a good heart, right? His heart is in the right place. He's trying to save her. But Haley eventually is like, can you stop speaking for me? And the sense I get is that she's sick of him trying to act like her savior and like he's saving her game at the same time that he's saving his.
He was still coming off of this HOH confidence.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll say.
Mhm.
So, and then when he feels like he's connected with Angela and Tyler, he's talking to them like they've had this great alliance forever.
I couldn't believe the game he was talking to
Yeah.
Tyler. It's like the floodgates opened and it's just like, oh, we trust each other 100% now because we're in an alliance.
And I think that that's what made Haley feel really uncomfortable, where she was like, slow your roll. They owe us nothing.
Yes. Yeah, she kept saying that over and over again, but it did not get through Fessy's head.
Anyway, we don't have time to go through the dysfunction of Fessy and Haley. I'm looking forward to them being split up just for some mental health for both of them.
Yeah.
Another edit that I found interesting was JC's for this last Sunday's episode.
Yep, he got another one of those like goofy, silly segments.
They're really trying to push him as some sort of comic relief, and I don't see it. He can be funny. He's got some funny moments, but I feel like they're pushing it way too hard.
And I don't think it's really necessary because I think there are other things that he's bringing to the game other than just being this like crazy kooky person. They're making him seem like someone who's just like floating by and not really doing much. except entertaining the other house guests. But I think he is playing the game in his own way, whether it's good or bad gameplay.
Well, and then they give him this mastermind edit that he's the one that convinced Angela that Fessy and Haley have to go up together.
Yeah.
Which isn't accurate. I mean, JC is friendly with Angela, but Angela's aligned with Tyler and Brett.
Yeah.
The four of them, left over from level 6, are the ones who together decided, if I'm giving anyone credit, it's Tyler and Brett.
Absolutely.
Who made it very clear that Fessy and Haley have to go up together.
Yeah. It's not JC's master plan.
No.
Also, I have to go back to this like silly segment that JC got where one of his strategies this summer is to fatten everybody up in the house up. And like, yeah, you did a good job of editing together a bunch of things that he made people eat. But everyone is still in insane shape.
Really good shape.
No one's fat.
No one gained weight.
They all have abs. They're all like very fit.
They all work out a lot.
I'm not convinced that strategy's working, JC.
Pointless segment.
Yeah.
And honestly, I never picked up on that. Because he cooks, but so does Sam and so does Brett. And like, I never picked up on that this season.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Weird. The other segment that I thought was interesting though was this blooming showmance between Tyler and Angela. I think that people... I mean, I expected Angela and Tyler to be in a showmance. Not necessarily together, but I thought both of them would individually be in a showmance. And now they finally are. And it also makes sense because they're the two from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Look, they have tried to fight it for weeks, months maybe, but they can no longer deny it. I thought that segment was adorable.
It was cute.
Because it's slowly been happening on the feeds. You kind of see it. Like, just the other day, he invited her to go on the Hawaii trip that he won. I mean, it's so very obvious that they're a thing. Yeah. But they're not allowing it to be a thing in the house.
Please keep that up, because I think Tyler's playing such a great game, and I don't want them to become this duo where they both go up on the block and then Tyler goes home.
Right.
You know, because they got to break up that duo.
It's JC's biggest fear. He has been working against Tangela since he saw it creeping up. He's even been telling Brett, oh, Angela likes you. You should go, you know, share a bed with Angela. You should go whatever. It's like, hello, you can't do that. That's not working.
Right, yeah, because Angela's close with Brett. Brett knows that Angela's into Tyler.
Yeah.
That's an interesting development. And interesting that it's happening so late in the game, you know, like... Maybe they just both have been fighting the feelings for so long.
That's why you know it's real.
Yeah, they've developed real feelings for each other.
Yes, they became good friends.
Right.
We ended the episode with her putting Fessy and Haley on the block.
Yes.
As we spoiled, but completely shocked Fessy. He did not see this coming.
I am not shocked that Fessy was shocked.
Oh my God, who was?
He's always on the wrong side of it, right?
Always.
He never knows what's going to happen.
Never knows.
So the fact that he was shocked that he's on the block was just classic Fessy. He does this sort of last-ditch effort with her right before the nomination ceremony where he's only trying to save Haley because Haley's the only person he thinks might be going up on the block. He never considers himself. Angela kind of comes back at him with just straight-up logic, right? She's like, well, I kind of have to put Haley on the block because she put me on the block and people are going to think it's weird if I don't, and just sort of like shuts him down.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, yeah.
But all of this discussion is just as a pawn to get Sam out. Like, he's fighting and hoping that Haley's not the pawn. Yeah. But in no part of this conversation is she like, Haley's not really a pawn and you're going up too.
Yeah.
Now, we had talked in our last episode about how, like, karma, you know, you bought all of this, you were manipulated, you chose to get out a number because of your jealousy, and haha, you're gonna be on the block. But, like, he so quickly figured it out. Like, as soon as he was put on the block, he went to a bed to like lay down and he was just like, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I got Scotty out. Yeah. Can't believe I did this. Should have kept Scotty. What was I thinking? Like, immediately.
And it literally saying everything that America was thinking the week before, right? Yeah. He just suddenly has this grand realization.
And I guess we should say spoilers now. Spoilers. Because we're merging into spoilers. Right. He was able to laugh about it at first. I mean, he's kind of fallen into a bit of a depression now, but he was able to laugh it off and go, geez, I look really stupid. And you're like, yes, you do.
You do. You figured it out. You're right about something, finally.
Right. But, you know, at first he's holding out for this veto hope.
Which is, I mean, a good thing to hold out for. He's won 2 vetoes before, so totally capable of winning a competition.
Absolutely. Guess what? He does not, though.
Doesn't. Nope. Casey wins.
Casey wins.
Which, good for her.
Good for her.
Casey's
and
coming alive, I
it was close between the two of them, but this was her comp. It was a, like, catching.
Okay.
It sounded like it was like gross objects or like gooey things that were coming out of them, but they were being shot out of those like
cannon things.
Yeah. So, and they had to catch them and they didn't know where they were coming from. So it's definitely up her little football alley.
Absolutely.
But it's also up Fessy's alley as well.
Yeah.
And so they were close, but he like barely lost to her, which has been a little tough for him.
I bet.
But yeah, good job, Casey. Won when it was important.
That's right.
For level 6.
Especially, that's what I was just gonna say. So now Casey is gonna leave Noms the same because she's in this level 6 alliance, and either Haley or Fessy, they're happy to go home, but I think Fessy is the target this week and they want to get him out.
Fessy is still the target, and they have let Haley know that Fessy's the target.
Yes.
So she's a little more calm and she's still like hanging out with Brett and Casey and like trying to build relationships and be friendly with people in the hopes that she is staying.
And they kind of told her, they were like, we're not going to use the veto, but you have the votes, so don't worry about it. They kind of put her at ease.
Yeah, and she hasn't said that to Fessy, so Fessy's not quite sure who the target is, and he did do a pitch to Casey that she should use it on somebody because whoever she uses it on will be there for her, but obviously that's not going to work, and it didn't work. Noms are the same. Fessy and Haley are still on the block. But here's the thing. The house guests are correctly guessing that there might be a battle back this Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. So if they legitimately think about it, they could change their mind.
Send Haley home because she's less likely to come back.
And then less likely to pair up with whoever comes back, right? So if you keep Fessy in the house and Scotty wins back, they're gonna fight each other, right?
Sure.
Maybe if Rockstar or Bailey, like maybe they don't pair up. If you leave Haley in the house, she's easily gonna pair up with whoever comes back.
Right, absolutely.
So that is one way to sort of think about it, and I wonder if they will change their mind because of a potential battle back.
Yeah. Interesting that they know that. Is it just because they're assuming?
They're just guessing. I mean, last week they thought it was a double eviction, which was incorrect, but they happen to be correct this week.
Yeah, that could change the strategy significantly.
Of course, you know, some people are going, no, it wouldn't happen. So maybe they'll dismiss it and send Fessy out.
Yeah. Chances are, regardless of whatever they decide, it's going to be a unanimous vote this week because everyone who's voting is on the level 6 side, right? Like Sam and JC will just sort of go with whatever the rest of the house is doing, so.
I mean, JC swears he's voting Fessy out. JC's also doing a little bit of damage control, I mean, if you can call it that, but he's really pushing that he and Fessy were never a thing. That he was only kind of close with Fessy to get information to bring to the other side. And he's really talking as if he's always been with Tyler and Brett and them, to the point that Brett and Angela and they're having conversations of like, he's really using that we word real strong. Like kind of onto him and kind of annoyed by it.
Yeah, right.
And again, he doesn't know about level 6/4. Like he doesn't know how close Brett actually is with them.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's closer with Tyler and Angela and Casey than Brett is. He does not realize that they have all been working together since the very beginning of the game.
And I think he thinks he's the bridge. Like he's close with Brett and he's close with Tyler and he's the bridge to all of it.
Yeah.
So he might have a little rude awakening if Brett gets HOH maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's also not high on their list, so who knows.
This is also one of the reasons that I would love for JC to somehow make it to Final 2. I don't think it'll happen, but I would just love, because I think he has a warped perception of his own accomplishments in this game, and I would love to see him give a speech where he tries to throw out all these things and all these decisions he helped orchestrate and all these alliances and relationships that he built, and the people on the jury are like,
that's not
you
how
are
that went
wrong.
down.
That's not what happened.
If he were Final 2 with Tyler, that'd be hilarious, because then Tyler would be like, well, actually, day 2, we created this thing called level 6, blah, 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 you know, and then he'd be like, huh?
Yeah.
That would be funny to see those two stories not line up at all.
But I doubt it. I doubt that Tyler's going to bring JC to the Final 2 if they make it that far.
But JC might bring Tyler if for some reason that goes down.
That could be.
So let's talk about Battle Back. because usually when someone battles back in, they're the biggest target and they go out the next week.
Yes.
Which actually, if Haley stays, it kind of gives her another week that she's not the target, because right now she probably is next week's target.
Right.
So who could possibly win and make something happen?
Well, I think I said last week, and I still feel this way, that I want to see Scotty come back.
Yeah.
Because I think Scotty could come back and maybe win HOH, and then who knows what's going to happen. Someone from level 6 is probably going to go home, because I think Scotty is kind of aware of what's going on in the house.
Right.
I also think that would be interesting because he's probably going to team up with Haley, like you were just saying earlier. And if Scotty doesn't win HOH, but Haley does, you know, then the two of them are together, and then Scotty's not the target, even though he's just battled back. I think if Haley wins HOH, she's also going to go after level 6.
Right.
So I would like to see Scotty back, I think, the most.
I think Bailey is maybe also an option that might work, but again, it kind of like whoever wins has to 100% pair back up with Haley.
Yep.
And one of them has to win HOH.
Yes.
So like if Bailey comes in and one of them wins HOH and she and Haley make a plan, you know, maybe they can kind of attack numbers.
Right.
But honestly, whoever comes back is still going to be low down because level 6 has the numbers.
Right. Yeah. And anytime you're evicted from the house and you come back, the rest of the house automatically looks at you like you don't deserve to be here.
Yeah.
We've already evicted you, and we're going to do it again as soon as we get another chance.
Right.
So you're just constantly fighting for your life.
Well, I'm interested to see it.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
I'm excited. I like anything that shakes up the game and messes things up.
Yeah. And the thing that's fun about the battle back is usually it's a competition that anyone can win. It's kind of like a game of chance.
Right.
It's some sort of like, I forget what some of the battle backs have been in the past, but I feel like it's not necessarily strictly a physical or a mental comp.
It's not a huge endurance comp.
Right.
And sometimes there's different layers and levels or different versions of games, like they'll play 1, 2, 3 or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it can be just a crapshoot type of a game.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was that one that Nicole won? Was it Nicole? That it was just like you shoot something to the middle. Oh,
that's what I'm thinking of too. There was some comp where it was spinning or something and you had to make it into a target, but it just seemed like you couldn't possibly have a skill at this, so you're just hoping that you do better than anyone.
Total just random that I feel like it was Nicole that won it, but just totally random.
Yeah.
You guys let us know what that one was.
I'm sure you remember.
But you know, it could be a totally random thing and all of a sudden we have Rockstar back in the house and that's gonna do no one any good. I don't care who she pairs up with. Haley, Brett, whatever.
Yeah, right.
ain't gonna work out.
No.
So, could be entertaining, but that's about that.
Yep.
All right, you guys, big week coming up.
Yes.
Bessie or Haley is out, and someone else is coming back in.
Yeah, let us know what you think about what's going on this week, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.